Iranian Foreign Minister Dan Diker's out front now, Middle East expert who's advised Prime Minister Netanyahu's office. He's also the president of the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs. Dan, I just want to ask you with what the deputy foreign minister just told Fred Plake. And Fred asked the very basic and crucial question, which is, why are you hitting countries like cities like Dubai and countries like the UAE? And the answer was, well, because of U.S. bases. But Dan, to state the obvious, there is no U.S. base in Dubai. Based in Abu Dhabi, but what they hit in Dubai was a Fairmont hotel. They hit the airport, right? Those aren't U.S. installations. So do you understand why they're doing that right now?
I think so. I think what we have to look at, Aaron, is an ideology that is rooted in a radical Islamic eschatology, which we remember very well in the statements and the actions of Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who was the president of Iran, who was eliminated yesterday. But he was the president, if you remember, in the 2006 Iranian-Israeli-U.S. war in Lebanon, and he was talking about the necessary violence in the region against Sunni powers as well as Israel in order to bring back the emergence of the messianic figure, according to their own eschatology, called the Mahdi, meaning this is an ideologically fueled war from their point of view. It has been since 1979 when Ali Khamenei's boss, Grand Ayatollah Khomeini, took 52 American hostages, held them for 444 days, then killed 241 American servicemen and women at the Marine barracks, then shot up the USS Cole in 2000, and then killed hundreds of Americans in Iraq following the 9/11 American presence in Iraq and Afghanistan. So this is an ideologically, religiously fueled regime. They don't need other excuses like territorial or political grievance in order to claim that they're responding to aggression by the Israelis and Americans.
So, Dan, obviously, as you've advised Prime Minister Netanyahu's office over many years, you did, he's been warning about Iran for years, right? And we all have seen, he's been saying right in front of the UN how close they are to a bomb, and his, using the Sharpie or the images that we can all indelibly see in our minds now, right? He has been saying that this is near, if not imminent, for a very long time. So what do you believe is going through his mind right now, after he eliminated the supreme leader that has been a focus and a scourge, as he sees it, for almost 40 years?
Well, first of all, you bring up a very important contextual point, because I think some of us are old enough, you may not be, but some of us are old enough to remember back in 1996 during Netanyahu's the first months of his coalition government. He stood in front of a session of the Joint Houses of Congress and warned about the Iranian regime's race for regional and nuclear supremacy. And he has been hyper-focused on what President Trump has now stated loudly and clearly in his two very recent declarations from Mar-a-Lago yesterday and then on February 28th on Saturday, which is, this is a regime that is dead set on achieving nuclear weapons in order to eviscerate the Jewish state and hit the big Satan, which the Iranian regime leadership has always said is the United States. So Netanyahu's, what is going through his mind is, A, I told you so, and B, thank God we have President Trump as the friendliest, most morally determined U.S. leader in decades, who's willing to take a principled and courageous decision to take great action against the regime. President Trump and Netanyahu are very much on the same page, strategically, I would say morally and tactically. We haven't seen this type of cooperation, one-to-one cooperation between these two nations in a very, very long time.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate your time on this early Monday morning here.